Your Excellency Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Your Excellency Minister Wellington Dias of Brazil, Your Excellency Deputy Foreign Minister of Italy, Mr. Edmund Cerilli, Mr. Qui Dongyu, Director General of FAO, Mr. Alvaro Lario, President of IFAD, Ms. Cindy McCain, Executive Director of WFP, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Allow me to extend our sincere gratitude to the Food and Agriculture Organization for presenting to us the most notable findings of the report on the state of food security and nutrition in the world 2025. Before I proceed with my remarks, let me also express my heartfelt condolences on the passing of Dr. David Nabarro, an international public servant who lived for the service of humanity throughout his career. My deepest sympathy to his family, friends, and colleagues. We need to first acknowledge the immense work put forth by UN agencies in preparing this document. Its meticulous preparation and context-based analysis provide an invaluable resource for countries diligently working to reduce food inflation. The report helps to inform policies to bring forth quick gains and also long-term solutions. The data provided are a sobering call to all of us and clearly show the gravity of this food security crisis and the immense challenge that lies before us. The report focuses on food price, the pervasive impact of inflation, and indeed a demand for collective and decisive action. High food prices have adversely impacted populations across the globe, especially in low-income countries, and in particular on people with economic vulnerability. Even to families who presumably afford to manage high prices, inflation is depleting household assets and consequently will contribute to long-term vulnerability. Therefore, it is compelling that we take coordinated and sustainable action at national, regional, and international levels. We also need robust strategies, not only to stabilize food prices, but to ensure that all households are equipped with the capacity and the means to access adequate food are the fundamental rights. Excellencies and ladies and gentlemen, in line with our top priority to build sustained food security, Ethiopia is making concerted efforts to increase productivity and transform our food system. In this regard, allow me just to briefly mention two key pillars of our strategy. First, we are increasing the productivity and resilience of our household farms through what we call it the Bounty of the Basket initiative, empowering households to produce nutritious food locally. The baskets, or in Ethiopian lexicon, the lemat, carries a dual significance. In our culture, pretty much in African culture, it evokes the image of a basket overflowing with produce. It is also the iconic African basket, a symbol of bountiful harvest that embodies the very heart of African livelihoods and food system. We also developed a climate-resilient wheat varieties, transforming Ethiopia from a net importer to a self-sufficient producer, mainly benefiting farmers. The second one is improving trade in agricultural produce. To boost regional agricultural trade, we are investing in key infrastructure like the Lapset corridor, the recently inked Ethiopia-South Sudan road development, and the Addis-Djibouti railway, further compounded by our commitment to the African continental free trade area. Despite these achievements, we face food price spikes. However, by balancing short-term relief with long-term reforms, we have cut food inflation from over 35% to 11.7% as of June this year. Additionally, our productive safety net program involves over 8 million vulnerable citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, the report has indicated the relationship between global food price inflation and the war in some parts of the world. It is my strong view that food inflation is also a result of absence of peace. The urgent need to call for peace is indeed a call for food security itself. The painful reality is that people don't only die from the direct violence of war, but also lose their lives and livelihoods from its ruthless impact. The inconceivable violence and the instinct desire to create chaos has become unbearable. Those who think that war is the answer to every challenge must be told to desist from their bellicose thinking. In light of addressing the impending food inflation and nutrition crisis, it has become glaringly clear than ever before that peace is the only battle worth waging. In closing, as we reflect on the findings of this report, let us not be discouraged by the scale of the challenge. Instead, let our progress serve as a powerful catalyst for greater action. We should view our efforts to address high food price inflation not as an isolated challenge, but as an integral part of our broader mission to achieve a just, peaceful, and prosperous world. Ethiopia remains steadfast in its commitment to working with our international partners to build a future where everyone has access to adequate nutrition foods, a future where peace allows for prosperity, and where no one had to go hungry. And I thank you.